Doctors are baffled by what is going on, but we already know the truth. So, guys, the other day there was an article, recent article, about doctors sounding the alarm as to why so many people are dropping like flies. And the interesting part was a lot of these people are passing away in their homes by way of heart attack. So they're trying to figure out why so many people are having heart attacks. I think we know the answer to that, but they're trying to figure out why they're having heart attacks at home. Now, a lot of these people that are having heart attacks at home are between the ages of 40 and 60 years old. There have been reported cases of teenagers and even adolescents or kids having heart attacks, which is rare, but that number has increased over the last 4 years. Now, they tried to backdate a lot of these issues going back to 2020 at the start of Mr. 19. The one argument that people are bringing up is that long COVID could be the cause of this, or Mr. 19 itself could be the cause of it. Now, though that might be true, considering that Mr. 19 was genetically modified and or made, that could be true. But they stated that the numbers went up 17% in 2021. So, and in 2022, it increased a little more. Now the numbers are seemingly, I don't want to say leveling off, but we are seeing more people passing away suddenly, and a lot of that is heart issues, not just heart attacks, but heart issues as well. So now doctors are still baffled, which I'm baffled why they keep fucking trying to lie to us with this nonsense. I don't understand for the life of me why they continue to think that they can get away with this kind of nonsense. And not even that this kind of nonsense, though. I know that not all doctors are on board with what's going on. I know a lot of doctors are waking up, but they also don't want to sacrifice their medical license for stating what needs to be said. Now, some doctors have, and they lost their medical license. Some are currently fighting to get it back. Some just gave it up and like whatever. I thought maybe one or two went into holistic practices. But nonetheless, this issue is, like I said before, going to get worse. And I think we're definitely going to see a major bump probably this year and next year as well, as we are watching a lot of people, not watching, but we're hearing of a lot of people passing away out of nowhere. And they're going to continue to blame Mr. 19. They're starting to blame long Mr. 19 or long COVID, but we all know that a lot of that is because of the arm ticket. Now, the arm ticket, you can only, like I told you guys in my live stream last week, or early this week rather, I'm blaming the arm ticket for everything. If your wife cooks bad, it was the arm ticket. If your kid likes Taylor Swift, it was the arm ticket. Like whatever can go wrong, whatever bad goes wrong, it was the arm ticket that caused it, right? The creation of Rosie O'Donnell, the arm ticket. So this is, guys, gonna, again, I'm beating a dead horse, I guess, because a lot of us are not abiding by any of this. And I know a lot of people, in fact, are upset that they had to take the the arm ticket to begin with. Now, everybody that says, I had to take it, you really didn't. But that makes people feel slightly better in their heads when they say, I had to take it. I told you guys the story before. Before I retired, my pension was non-existent. They said that I might not get my pension, is what they told me. And I told the wife, and I told her that, I said, listen, I'll drive Uber, I'll strip, I don't know, we'll think of something, but I'm not staying and I'm not taking the arm ticket and I'm not playing the game. More importantly, I knew I wasn't going to take the arm ticket, but I wasn't going to play the game either. And I said, we're going to struggle for a little bit, but we're going to make it happen. And then I said, maybe I'll do more YouTube videos. And then, that's how I was going to do it. By no way, shape, or form was I playing that game. So you had a choice. A lot of people had a choice, but the problem is society today, they muddy that water or poison that well with the ideology that you have no choice. The ideology that if you didn't take the arm ticket, you were going to lose your job and no one else was going to hire you. I've heard a couple of politicians say that, not a lot. So when they started muddying that water with those comments, people were undoubtedly going, what am I going to do? they're right. I'm 70 years old. I'm not going to get hired anywhere else. And that might be true. At 76 years old, maybe he had to take the arm ticket because you're not hireable at that age, because who wants to hire a 76-year-old? That I understand. But everybody else who was under the functioning age of, I don't know, under the age of 20, I'm sorry, under the age of 40, you had a choice. You were just too scared to entertain that choice. And that's what it came down to. It came down to people being too terrified of making a hard choice. So now, guys, now that they're trying, and I don't think doctors don't know what's going on. I think they do know, but they're trying not to say, or at the very least, they're trying to give us code as to what it could be. Now, in this article, if I'm not mistaken, at the bottom somewhere, they said that the arm ticket wasn't responsible. They're always going to say that. They'll be like, Mr. 19, long COVID, but not the arm ticket. They'll take that to their graves that it wasn't that. Meanwhile, it has to be that has to be contributing. Now, to be responsible, in the article, they did talk about diet and lifestyles and things of that nature, and that could be part of it. But the influx of people all of a sudden dropping like flies, definitely not diet and definitely not lifestyle. It was definitely the arm ticket. And now I'm a little more convinced, not by much, a little more convinced that it could be the long COVID. Could be. Other than that, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.